Poe was practicing his techniques. This was after the first, second, and even third movie. He was the mighty dragon warrior. But as he was practicing, he would accidentally open a portal and fall through it. And as he hit the ground, he looked up as the sky was red, and he heard strange footsteps all around him. As he looked around, he was surrounded by sinners. Poe never seen a human before, much less a sinner. All these people looked, well, quite strange to him, as he was awed by this city. He was awed by their aura. Ever since the third movie and he went through that portal, he could sense auras now slightly. As he tried to open a portal to get back, since he used his powers to get there, he couldn't do it, and he didn't know why or how. As Poe looked around confused, he would start to walk up to people and ask them where they were. "Are we in China?" One guy laughed and said, "We're in hell." "Oh, so North Korea," Poe would say. I had to, sorry about that. Poe didn't actually say that. Poe was confused. Hell? Did he actually travel down to hell? Is this what it's like? Soon there would be more screaming and torture there, but he was extremely hungry, so he would go to a restaurant. As he started eating, he loved it. He loved eating all the noodles. He loved eating everything there. However, he realized that his money wouldn't work here. And Poe didn't want to stiff someone. After all, he might be in hell, but he is a good guy. He was extremely panicked when suddenly angels would rain down from the sky. As the exorcist would go after Poe, confused. They think he would be a sinner. After all, people came back as animal-like, but they couldn't sense a human soul. It was weird, but they didn't question it. As they would all surround and fly at Poe, Poe would use his sweet kung fu moves to jump between them and start to beat them up. Hey-ya! Hey-ya! Wah! As they knocked him down, they couldn't beat him, so they all flew away. As the store owner would see it, and Poe would say, "Oh, sorry about eating, I didn't have any money." He would say, "You know, usually I would destroy you, but since you saved my life, I'll give you a pass." "Huh, who am I kidding? Free food anytime." Poe would say, "Really? No. Get out of my face. You're lucky I'm not going to call V's after you." As he shut the door, Poe didn't know who the V's were, but he would consider that a victory, as then he started to walk off. And tales of the strange panda who fought against the exorcist would be heard. As Poe would look for a way home, but he couldn't really find it. And he would fight more bad people, and since it was literally hell, there was tons of bad people for him to fight, but he won every single battle. He would fight against literal bullets with kung fu moves, and he would even be able to summon a dragon. Tales of his exploits would spread across the land, as some overlord who fights for justice. Why would someone do that in hell of all places? No one knew, but everyone knew who Poe was. And they were giving him a nickname, the Dragon Warrior, because of the dragon he rode in combat. Little did they know is someone else already called them that. As eventually, though, he would find a hotel with Charlie in it. He thought maybe the daughter of Lucifer could help him get out. Poe would then knock on the door, as suddenly someone would open it. It was Charlie, as Charlie would say, "Hello, oh my god, are you the overlord that's a panda? That's fighting bad people?" That's such an interesting thing to do. I don't really believe in violence, but it's definitely something. Poe would say, "Yeah, can you bring me home?" Charlie would say, "What do you mean? Out of here. You want to go to heaven?" No, I want to go back to my reality." "You want to go to Earth?" "No, I don't. I'm from an alternate universe." As Charlie said, "Right." As Poe would say, "Listen, I know you might think I'm crazy, but look at me. And look at them. Just look at me. You think they have a fat belly like this?" Charlie would sigh, as then she would scan Poe with her magic abilities, as she found that his soul wasn't of that of a sinner. It wasn't of that of a demon, angel, or even human. It was that of a normal panda bear, but he could talk and do so much stuff. Was he some sort of experiment? She didn't really know. She just said, "Come on in," as Poe sat down. Faggy said, "Charlie, do you really think we could trust this person?" Charlie said, "He's been fighting bad people." "Yeah, but he lives in hell. He has to have been doing it for some ulterior reason." As then suddenly Poe would go to the bar and say, "Do you have any noodles?" "Noodles? No, this is a bar. We serve drinks." "Man, I want noodles. I miss my dad's noodles. He would make the best noodles ever." "Oh yeah? What's your dad like?" "Well, I have two. One's a goose and one's a panda." "Oh, so they adopted you?" Husk would say. "What? No, how would you?" Oh. Maybe I could have phrased that better. You see, the panda was my real dad and the goose adopted me. But later, and he tells the whole story of Kung Fu Panda 2 and Husk as well. That's very intricate, if any of that actually happened. As any side, as an angel would say, hey there, I like bears. I never thought I would meet a panda. Oh, why not? Are pandas endangered in this world too? Angel would say, do you not know Angel would be frustrated as he kept trying to flirt with Poe. But Poe wouldn't get the message, as Poe just kept asking for where the noodles were. It kind of annoyed everyone. As they were all just sitting there annoyed, Charlie would go off to call Lucifer. And as she did that, Alistair would walk up to Poe and say, I heard you fought exorcists before. Would you be willing to fight them again? Poe would say, yeah. Of course, I need something to keep me here. Poe was bluffing. He would do it for free since he's a nice guy. But he wouldn't tell them that, though. Alistair says, what do you want? Noodles! And cookies! And cookies! And cookies! And cookies! And cookies! Alistair would sigh and say, fine, noodles and cookies. Poe would say, yes! As Alistair was shocked that such a powerful being would do something for cookies and noodles. As Poe would eat his cookies and eat his noodles, eventually someone else would show up, as Charlie would walk in and say, I want you to meet my dad. As Lucifer would say, so there are other dimensions. Looks like you were right. Looks like the rumor about that turtle man must have been true. Kung Fu would say, you know Master Oogway? Lucifer would say, Oogway, was that his name? He never really talked in direct sentences, and it was hard for me to get anything out of him, so I just kind of sent him to another realm. Anyway, you want to go home, right? Poe would think about it and say, I will, after I save this hotel. For some dumplings. As Lucifer says, dumplings, huh? You are a strange panda. As Lucifer and Poe would look at each other and start to laugh. As then a few more days would pass, and Poe would stay at the hotel, and he would get on people's nerves. Angel would flirt with him, but he would never pick it up. Poe would simply eat and never drink anything, and anytime he tried one of his drinks, he spit it out and called it gross. Why would anyone ever drink that? Because he didn't like the taste of alcohol. And well, Charlie actually really liked him. She thought he was sweet and had a kind heart. Vaggie at first didn't really like Poe. She didn't really trust him. After all, he seemed too good to be true. And what kind of person never drank before, especially down here? And this whole story about Letter Dimension, it sounded fishy, to say the least. But the harder Vaggie searched, the more she couldn't find anything. And the more she saw how kind Poe was, how sweet he was, and she started to come around to Poe. Nifty didn't really like Poe because he wasn't a bad boy. He was too good-hearted. He was so boring. Nifty despised that. Nifty wanted spice in her life. Nifty wanted some chaos. Sir Pinchas actually kind of liked Poe a lot because he got to test out some of his machines on Poe and see how strong he was, which is always a good sign. However, there was someone who wouldn't like Poe, Adam, who would eventually come down with his army. As Adam flew down, he expected to see an army, but he didn't see anyone as he started to laugh. They gave up already? I thought I'd have some fun wiping people out. Oh well, I guess. Suddenly, though, he would see a panda walk up to him. Is that a panda? He would fly down. Aren't they endangered? He would say, I'm not only panda, I'm a Kung Fu panda! Wah! 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 As then Adam would just laugh and say, do you really think I'm scared of a panda? A freaking... Wait, didn't we fight a panda before? Suddenly, he would get punched in the face and would get sent flying. As Adam would get mad and start to fight him, as he would swing his weapon, and Poe would say, you're open, as he would hit him back again and again and again and again. As Adam would get more and more frustrated as he screamed, why are you doing this to me? Why? I'm Adam, the first man on Earth. I'm not going to lose to a dumb panda. As suddenly, Adam would punch Poe, but his fist would go right into his face as he would scream with anger, and Poe would just mop the floor with him. As Poe won, a portal would open up, and Poe would say goodbye to his friends, as then he went back to his universe. That's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what Kung Fu Panda movie was your favorite. Mine's obviously the fourth one. The fourth one was the best one. I'm joking, please. I wonder how many people unsubscribed or commented mad. I thought about making a troll video where at the very end I'm like, I'm trolling, but I think I'd lose too much subscribers if I did a video like that. You know, just if I made like a video describing with one of the worst characters or one of the worst movies of all time is my favorite, Or maybe I've thought about making a video saying why KSI's song is the best song of all time. And that would be the most serious video of all time. And at the very end, the last 10 seconds, I'm like, I'm just kidding. And then end the video. But if I did that, there would be so much hate comments. There would just be so much hate. Would you want me to do that? Would you want me to make a joke video like that? If so, let me know in the comments below. Also, I've been thinking about making tier list videos and other videos like that. Let me know if you want to see them. My day is going alright. It's late. It's 5 a.m. I'm a grown man. It's crazy to think I'm a grown man now, honestly. I mean, I remember when I was little, I would just grab an iPad and record random stuff. I was an iPad kid. I hate to admit it, but I was. For this YouTube channel, it was called Peppery Friend 96. I wonder if I can still find it. I lost that iPad, so I can't upload any more videos to it. For any of you who are excited about that. Really crazy to see how far I've come, because as a kid I always wanted to be a YouTuber. I would watch Jacksepticeye, I would watch Dashy, I'd watch Markiplier, I'd watch PewDiePie, I'd watch all these guys, and I was like, I want to be a YouTuber. When I got older, I got into Vanoss, and he's like one of my favorite YouTubers now. Haven't watched him in a while though, I'm not gonna lie. I've been kind of busy with a lot of stuff, you know. I've been watching boring things and stuff like that, you know. I've been watching a lot of people that I used to watch, which is kind of sad, but it's true. But hey, that's life, right? You get busy sometimes, and when you get busy, you gotta keep going. You know, that's the only thing you can do in life, is when you get busy, you keep going. And I have luckily kept on going. And I have made, you know, a pretty good channel and a pretty good audience. And I am very grateful that I have a great audience. I'm very grateful that I have a good channel. And I'm very grateful that I have people like you watching my content, being out there for me, supporting me. It really means the world to me that you're all there. It really means the world to me that you're willing to support me. And I love you all so, so much. I'm so grateful you're all here. I'm so grateful you're all watching my content. And I'm so grateful you're all watching my videos, because it means the world to me. I hope you have a great day. If you don't think anyone loves you, you're wrong, because I love you. I love you all. Peace out.